Okay, Sir Kenneth, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Dean, and good afternoon, classmates. I'm John Kenneth Elispina, and my report today is all about job descriptions. In case you're wondering how the human resource management come up with their job descriptions and specifications for some of their particular job vacancies. I hope this report will enlighten you and give you more understanding about the topic. On to the next slide. I will show you what my report involves. First is the job analysis and its purpose. Second is the main definition and components of job description. Third is the types of job description. And next is the importance of a job description. And last but not least, the limitation of a job description. Now, before I go to the main discussion, which is job description, I have to discuss first the definition of job analysis. I do hope it gives you light on the matter. Now, what is job analysis? It is a systematic exploration and study of responsibilities and skill requirements of a specific job. It also involves determining the relative importance of the duties, responsibilities, physical and emotional skills for a given job. All these factors identify what a job demands and what an employee must possess to perform a job productively. Ito yung masasabi natin ginagawang study ng HR or pwede na rin yung head of the department na naghahanap ng new employee. And sila na rin nagpapasa ng details sa HR para sila na yung mag-assess. Oh, for the second one, it involves in-depth investigation in order to control the output. Now why? Why do they need to control the output? Theirs is to get the job performed successfully. It also helps in determining particulars about the job, including the job title, job location, and job summary. Now for the third one is the importance of job analysis. The main purpose of conducting this whole process is to create and establish a perfect fit between the job and the employee. It also helps HR managers in deciding the compensation package and additional perks and incentives for a particular job position. Oh, for the next slide. Ah, onto the main topic. What is a job description? A job description is a result of a job analysis. It provides all job-related data that can be used to advertise a particular job and attract a set of qualified talents. Those job-related data includes the job title, like I said earlier, the job location and job summary. It may also include the duties involved, working conditions, and possible hazards. It also gives the recruiting staff a clear view of what kind of candidate is required by a particular department or division to perform a specific task or job. Ah, now this one is another definition for job description. A job description not only explains the job position at present, but also addresses the potential questions about the position in future. It means that the job description can change. Like all humans, job description can also evolve and adapt depending on the current needs of the company. For example, if yung job description ng in-applyan mo na CMT position and CMT stands for Computer Maintenance Technologies sa government. If the description that you saw and signed before was to fix and maintain computers only, in the future pwede madagdagan ng programming and networking yan, or pwede rin mabawasan. As I said before, it all depends on the needs of the company. Next slide. Ah, components of a job description. In this slide, I will show you what the job description should be composed of. The first component is the job title. The job title in this component, the job title reflects the content and purpose of the job. The second component is the duties and responsibilities of the job. This component describes the current fundamental nature of the job and its core duties and responsibilities. Third component is the qualifications. Now, by qualifications, it means in terms of education and work experience. And for the fourth component, uh, Scope of work. Ito yung purpose nito is to describe the job, to determine and identify its scope and limits. This part may also include information on working conditions, tools and equipment used, and relationship with other jobs. The fifth component is reporting structure. This component tells you the overall structure or authority relationships in a company. Dito mo malaman kung kanino ka dapat magre-report at kung sino-sino yung mga boss mo. Sixth component is salary range. Now for me, this component is the most important one, as this component makes or break whether or not a candidate will apply for the job. Dapat yung salary range na naka-indicate dito is dapat sapat o angkop dun sa workload or duties and responsibilities mo sa trabaho. Last component is the job location. Ito importante din kasi if okay nga lahat ng details mo sa work, pati salary range mo, pero yung job location mo is malayo or not your preferred location, ikaw naman ang mahihirapan. Well, depende naman sa iyo kung kaya mo. On to the next slide. Okay, next topic is the types of job description. Now there are two types. The first type is the general purpose job description, and the second type is the specific purpose job description. Now what are the differences between the two? Now for the general purpose job description, it includes the job title, job location, job summary, image supervisor, and the job duties. This type of job description are used by organizations to find the very basic information about a particular job opening. The data includes the worker's duties but does not contain basis for evaluating jobs and establishing right compensation packages. Now, on to the next one is the specific purpose job description. That includes the detailed duties and responsibilities, subtasks, how the job is to be performed, and essential functions. Now for this job description, it involves huge amount of details such as what an employee needs to do, how it is to be done, and what are the performance standards. Now, ano yung advantages and disadvantages between the two job descriptions? Now for the general purpose job description, yung advantage niya is that it does not consume much time and quickly provides basic information to managers. It does not require much human effort and it is very easy and convenient to carry out. Now as for the disadvantage, does not provide managers with full-fledged information about the job contexts and subtasks, as basic nga lang talaga kinukuha nilang data. For the specific purpose job description, yung advantage niya is that it offers ample information to evaluate job performance and determine training needs of the employees. It serves as a basis for all other HR processing, including recruitment and selection, performance appraisal, compensation decision, and many more. Though sa disadvantage naman niya, though it assists managers in decision-making process, it has its own limitations then. The process, however, may take very long time and consume lots of human efforts since it involves collecting detailed information. Hindi siya tulad ng general purpose job description na basic lang talaga. Ito sa specific purpose job description, mas detailed din kinukuha nilang data. So next slide. Now for this slide, I'm going to discuss about the importance of job descriptions. Number one, it helps in better recruitment and selection. Number two, functions as a foundation for developing new questions. Meaning, if you have the right data for a specific job, you can create and develop the right questions. Number three, it provides a basis for employee reviews, salary increase, goals, and growth paths. Like I said earlier, if you have the right data, you can also create a good parameter for a specific job, wherein the employee can be monitored and graded depending on his or her performance. Na pwede maging subject siya for promotion pag lagi niya na-achieve yung target objectives niya and deliverables. Number 4, it can serve as a legal documentation that can be useful in the event an employee files termination or discrimination lawsuit against the company. For this part, kunwari na-terminate ka sa work, pero you decided to file for termination lawsuit kasi tingin mo naman ginagawa mo lahat ng task mo as an employee. Pero ang di mo alam is di mo na-achieve yung napag-usapang objectives ng job position mo, wherein it resulted and shown poorly on your performance. Pwede ito yung pakita ng employer mo as a basis na pwedeng ikatalo ng termination lawsuit mo. Now sa discrimination lawsuit, ito naman yung pag nag-file ka ng lawsuit kasi ramdam mo talaga that you are being treated poorly sa workplace mo. Although you perform excellent and excel among the others. Natingin mo, di ka lang talaga trip ng boss mo o ayaw sa'yo dahil sa edad mo, sa kulay mo, sa itsura mo, or pwede rin dahil sa religion, gender, or dahil may kapansanan ka. Pwede mo ipakita yung performance ratings mo eh. Pero minsan dahil doon sa discrimination, kaya bumababa rin yung grade nila sa'yo. Depende talaga sa mga boss. Now, on the last topic, the limitations of job description. Despite being a thorough documentation related to the job, there are still certain limitations. First one is the job descriptions are time-bound and can change with organization structure, industry policies, and company requirements. Hence, job description should be updated regularly. Second one, it does not explain the obstacles and emotional requirements related to the job. Meaning, di nakasaad sa job descriptions na kailangan may matibay at matatag ka na kalooban o ugali. Kasi bawat trabaho may pinagdadaan ng hirap. Minsan, sa dami ng workload, sa environment, or sa coworkers. And last one is, incomplete job descriptions that lacks information can misguide both HR manager as well as the employee. Well, job descriptions are very useful for the company, employees, and job applicants. But if the company doesn't include important details, then the document will not provide you much guidance for both HR manager and employee. Kaya dapat a thorough job analysis should be conducted para iwas confusion and aberya between the managers and employee. That ends my report. Sana may naintindihan kayo at natutunan. Thank you po for listening. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, classmates. That's all pa.
Okay na po yung sa akin. Thank you po.